September 8th, 2016, this is Esther. This is Lloyd. This is Nicole.
Go.
This is our speaker. Now you stay right there. And I'm Catherine.
Good job.
Are we set?
You're set.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
So today we're going to be discussing a little bit about cell phones
Yay.
and the rules and regulations that a lot of people do not pay attention to. Anyway, these are where I got all of my, so the teacher can see this. This is where I got all my information from. These stuff, I had this speech ready earlier in the year, and then I froze. Ran out of the senior center.
Aw.
Ain't been back there since.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
It really is hard. But anyway, talking about cell phone usage, we all know here in California that it's illegal to use your cell phone unless it's hands-free in your car. A lot of people still, you see them going down the street, holding it to their ear. You know, unfortunately, the fines for that is not very high. First time you get caught using your cell phone without hands-free, $20. And then it's $50 for every subsequent time you get caught. You know, so. But anyway, even, you know, I went through my psychology book and on all of this just to get little references here and there. And in my psychology book, even my psychology instructor told me, hands-free isn't safe. You still lose what you're doing on the road.
Perspective, yeah.
So the best thing you can do when you're going anywhere, if you're driving the car, is to put the cell phone away. Abstinence is what I call it, because that way you don't have to worry about getting stopped or having anything wrong. So, and then, you know, then you've got to use the Bluetooth. You can use your Bluetooth, it's okay, but you got to remember, anytime you're using whatever, you're going to lose what you're doing on the road. And so anyway, after the law came into effect, the University of Berkeley at California here decided they would run an exercise to see how well those laws worked. In the first year, drivers that quit using their cell phones while they were driving, it went down 42%.
What went down?
Accidents.
Oh.
Accidents when people driving and using their phones went down 42%. And deaths from it went down almost the same. You know, so you gotta remember when you're, you know, what are you thinking about when you're driving your car? Especially with the traffic here in California, because we know what California is all about. The traffic is so heavy here that, you know, it's really, really unsafe to use a cell phone when you're driving. So anyway, like I say, when I get in the car, my phone goes into my purse, it stays there. I don't care if somebody calls. I'll stop. When I stop, then I'll check to see if it's important. If it's not, put it back in my purse and head on out and do whatever else I've got to do. After the, you know, since that study, a lot of people have just ignored the rules. You know, driving, they don't care. They figure, oh, well, it's a little fine. You know, who's going to say? You know, but
you got to catch me first, right?
That's right. You got to catch me first to get me. And they think they're safe. Most of them think they're safe. I'm telling you, probably about the best place where you don't want to use your phone is out on that base. Those cops get you in a hot minute, man. They're everywhere around there. You don't know where they're going to pop up at. You know, that's why I say I don't ever use my phone whenever I'm on the road. I just don't feel like it's worth it. I don't want to pay $20 or $50. It may not be much, but a lot of people can't afford it, you know, so they're kind of,
That's right.
they're not paying attention and they're kind of ignorant when they are ignoring the laws. You know, any driver that is worth being a good driver will always pay attention to what the laws are, careful where you're driving at, what your speed limits, everything that has to do with it. Cell phone is the same thing. You know, unless you have the Bluetooth or where you can just push a button and talk while you're driving, it's still going to affect you a little bit, but at least you're safer. And I don't know if you guys know about it, but you know, all California bus drivers are not allowed to have a cell phone on them when they get on their bus to drive. It's against the law for them to have their cell phones or any other electronic devices to drive the bus. When they get on that bus, that cell phone has to be completely away, because there have been bus drivers, train drivers that have been texting. And a thing that my daughter was just telling of me about also is a lot of people are now playing a game called Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, while they're driving. While they're
I
driving.
know.
Because they're driving to it. They're
Yeah.
trying to find it.
They're
Yeah.
trying to find
And they're walking into walls or off of cliffs.
But I mean, you know, how would anybody sitting in a car running down the highway use that to play a game? It's bad enough if you're texting, but playing? You know, that just really upset me. I said, "Are you kidding me, Melissa?" She said, "No, Mom." She goes, "You ought to see the accidents around here." She goes, "People just think it's a big thing right now. Everybody's doing it, or at least a lot of people that are ignorant are doing it."
Exactly.
But I said to myself, you know, wow, that is just really sad. It really is sad that we have laws to protect us and to protect them, and they don't care. You know, they just don't care.
Human nature.
But anyway, to wrap it up, you know, it's just, you have to be really careful when you're in your car. You know, if you're a passenger, if you use your phone, that's cool, because, you know, the driver's paying attention to what he's doing. But if you're in that car by yourself, if you're like me, I put my phone in my purse and leave it so that I don't ever cause an accident because I'm busy doing something on my phone. That's just safety. Okay. But anyway, that's all that is. I just wanted to get the little bit of part to you about the study and everything. This is my last speech, thankfully. You won't see me again for a while. But anyway, thank you so much, all of you, for being here.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And signing off.